What's going on, people? It's your boy Phil here, and this is a real talk. Yes, people, I am back on YouTube. I am back. I said that I was going to do some content. I am back, and what a time that we are in. What a time. Now, how I'm going to do this video is more or less kind of in twofold, but it's more or less kind of talking about the same thing. The first, I need to talk about Henry Novak. And also I'm going to talk about what happened in Belfast. So there's two videos in one. So basically there's two topics in one video here, but they're basically more or less speaking about the same thing, which is violence on our streets. First of all, Henry Novak's murder was utterly tragic. When I saw the video, I saw the video of what happened, and there was an altercation between him and a guy who's of Sikh religion, of Sikhism, and then apparently he got stabbed, Henry Novak, and as he was arrested because they thought that there was a race thing going on, and all of a sudden he died. He died, and it was just a terrible, sad state of affairs. Vikram Digwa, I believe that's his name. He ended up being in prison for 20 years. 20 whole years. And that is very, very sad in my book, because you got that incident that happened and you're in prison from it all. Now, obviously people have reacted to this, and you got Nigel Farage saying that, you know, people should react to this with cold, hard rage. Not cold, hard rage, but cold rage. And I personally didn't like what he had to say there, because within 24 hours, there was violence, and especially with the family, they didn't want to talk about it. They really didn't. I feel like this is just a terrible way of thinking, that, you know, with what happened and people having to respond to that, especially when the family has called for peace and for respect. People went about this the other way. And you got Tommy Robinson as well, like, even there stirring things up as well. I don't get it. It's crazy. And now we got what happened in Belfast, where there was a guy who came from Sudan and literally attacked another guy, and that was filmed on camera and put up on social media. And I saw that there was a few people that tried to get the guy off, and then the police intervened. As far as I'm aware, the victim is in hospital, and I really do hope that he pulls through. And then obviously subsequently in Belfast, I saw that the riots were occurring. I feel like there is parallels here, but there are differences to what I've just described. I've been making videos for a long time. I've done so on TikTok, I've done so on YouTube, and I just can't believe that we've got to this stage. I can't believe that we have got to this idea that on our streets it's becoming more and more unsafe. I don't have any children, and I dream about having children. I dream about being a dad, but I want to be able to love and protect them from the dangers of this world, because this world is just a cold world. And ever since, within the last few years, I've noticed that people have basically have lost respect for one another. have got no patience for one another anymore. And I feel like it's just horrible that we are seeing this in 2026. It's horrible. And I feel like I don't know how this is going to get better, and I don't know how it feels like it's that I don't know how safety is going to be guaranteed, you know, because when I'm not just even thinking about these two incidents alone. It's been happening over a number of years where it's got national attention, basically. I'm talking about the Stephen Lawrence situation, even an international thing with George Floyd, Sarah Everard. We're talking about all these things that's happening on our streets. And I just feel like it's just going to get worse, man. I've seen like riots building up and everything. It's become a very difficult place to be in. And even me as a healthcare worker, I've seen things, and I just think that this is just not the way to go, man. This ain't cool. This ain't cool. Doesn't matter what religion, what background, what faith you're from. It doesn't matter. Humanity is becoming, it's just becoming like something that's just not there anymore. And I weep for it. I really do. I weep for it, man. This is just terrible. This is sickening. That the thought that people can actually do things like this, the thought that people can actually go ahead and hurt somebody. I don't even know what else I can say. I just hope that with these incidents that I described in this video, I want peace, man. I want peace in this country and indeed the world, but I don't think I'm gonna get that, because there's certain people that have made it this way. Governments, people who have power, they made things happen in the way that they have done, and I ask, what is it all for? What it is all for? We're struggling now, cost of living crisis, it's harder for people to get on in life. It's harder for people to become something of themselves. This is crazy, man. But anyways, I wanted to just jump on here, just talk about what's been going on over the last couple of weeks or so. And I just wanted to just say that, you know, I do feel for everybody who have the same feelings that I do, who are in fear of this becoming basically a war zone. And I don't want to live in a war zone. No disrespect to the other countries that are in that position, but I just don't want it to feel like that this is a situation where it's going to become dystopian, and it's going to become a place where people cannot speak to each other, cannot get on with each other, cannot respect one another. So yeah, anyways, I've said my piece. That's it. And of course, I will be dropping more stuff right here on YouTube, so you better subscribe if you haven't already. Look out for my content. All right, peace.